So you mean to tell me that Brit Eady not only started the season off by trying to gaslight everybody into thinking Kenya Moore was picking on her, then used that to make menacing remarks about having blickies for people like Kenya, only to FAFO when production's fake investigation led Kenya into handling things herself, which Britt then used as a storyline for the rest of the season, and now she's saying that it wasn't even her in the pictures? And then to top that off, she ghosted the reunion after all this trouble she done caused?
Girl, you got to be kidding me.
Oh my gosh.
All this trouble this done caused, you got to be kidding me. You know what? At this point, all I want production, Bravo, all I want them to do is pay Kenya, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pay Kenya her money for her long suffering. Pay her money for the time that girl y'all got on there now, Portia, did what she did to her in that episode, and Kenya did not say a mumbling word to complain. She didn't go to you all threatening to do anything legal.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't go. Y'all owe Kenya. Y'all owe Kenya more than you could ever know.
Right.
Okay? Also, y'all need to apologize to Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This girl, which we called from the very beginning, Fluff, which Kenya told us about from the very beginning, to have us go on an investigative trail to say, who is this?
Right.
Well, we have found out who she is, and that's why she's running.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one of the reasons she's running. She can't stand up to the accountability.
Running scared, don't want to answer any other questions, can't stand up to the accountability, just like you said. It's so interesting because when I first found out that Britt wasn't going to be at the reunion, it was like, girl, bye. Who cares? You didn't add nothing to the season anyway. We certainly don't need to see you at the reunion.
Right.
I was thinking possibly maybe there's a chance that Kenya could come on in then and do the reunion with them to try to do something for this season.
Right.
But then when this girl put out that the picture wasn't even her, and you look back and remember all the mess that she did throughout the season, like this was the picture of her or whatnot. And I'm like, girl, bring yourself back over here. We not done with you.
Exactly.
We not done with you.
Exactly. Bring yourself back to the front.
Oh, no. We're not finished yet. We're not finished with you yet.
Exactly. So it had me feeling two ways, and especially when she's trying to give the excuse. She says that, she just saw the picture and she realized it wasn't her.
No.
Because she done already proved herself to be a liar, right?
Yes.
And it's like she's a little off too, because she forgets that there are cameras everywhere, that she's on an actual reality TV show, so they're filming everything. So like when she said she didn't say nothing about blickies to Kenya, and then they showed all these threats she made,
where she said the very thing.
When she said, she had never had a blicky or anything like that. That's not in her character.
Lies.
And then there's all these clips. She keep her blicky with her everywhere. She put it, Okay, so that was another lie. So now she's saying that, that picture wasn't her. So immediately she lies about everything. So immediately it's like, okay, that's a lie. And then she says she just had a chance to see it and found out it wasn't her. But y'all remember when her husband gave her that church hug to console her?
On that episode?
On the episode immediately following when Kenya showed that stuff?
Yeah.
And, he walked into the room and was like, what's going on or whatnot. And she said, look at this.
And
she had her cell phone.
Yes.
She was showing him the picture.
Supposedly,
at least that's what they wanted us to think at the time. She's showing him the picture of what Kenya had put up, supposedly. And then she went on to start crying, and so he was going to comfort her with that church hug, barely even comforting his wife by touching her or whatnot. So she saw the picture, or at least that's what they wanted us to think at the time. So now all of a sudden, why is it that's not her? She just now saw the picture. Another lie.
And there's a lot of explaining to do because, okay, let's take her that she is not in that picture.
Mm.
What the heck did Kenya go through all this for?
Right.
Then Kenya didn't do anything wrong. She's not in that picture. So, this is so ridiculous.
So much for their investigation. And we knew it was a joke the first time they said that they investigated. Because even in Kenya's confessional that she did on YouTube, she put up that little meme where this was their investigation. Them not even questioning that same night whether or not the girl had anything, or not searching the car or searching anything. So you mean to tell me that Kenya
they didn't investigate those pictures?
Exactly. So Kenya was suspended because of these pictures that they not even looked at or verified was the girl on the cast.
Exactly.
You mean to tell me that's what? None of that makes any sense.
It makes no sense. And also, speaking of accountability, our girl went on to apologize yet again for something that really she did not do as far as this girl's lies are concerned.
Exactly.
Okay, so there's the accountability. People want to say, well, Kenya, why are you apologizing again? Because she is showing accountability, period. Whether she said that that's her picture or not, Kenya is still owning up to the fact, well, y'all, no, I shouldn't have done that. That's what you call class.
Yep.
That's what you call a classy act. That's what you call a classy lady.
Yep.
That's what you call excellence. That's what you call melanated excellence. That's what you call excellence. She is continuing to show accountability. So that's why she apologizing again. She has no shame in apologizing because she felt, well, maybe she should not have done that.
Right, because
so she's showing accountability. Take a lesson from that.
Exactly. Because really, ultimately, what this is all showing was it was a scheme and a plot, which we talked about before.
Yes.
So it's like she's taking accountability for even letting them use her to that extent.
Exactly.
For whatever their agenda was.
For whatever their agenda was, because this thing goes so much deeper. It's 10 times worse than any of us. In my Matt Barnes voice, it is 10 times worse than any of us could ever imagine. This goes deeper. We couldn't possibly have all the answers to what these people were up to.
Exactly.
But this goes deeper. For this girl to run off like this, something scared her. And you know what? It wasn't the fans.
No.
Something scared her. Right. Okay? What did she have going on with these people over there at Rhoa?
Exactly.
What scared her? Okay?
Exactly.
These people know how to stand up to fans and continue on. Look, we got the best ones doing it now.
Right.
They're standing up to all the viewership. They're standing up to the comments, and they just keep on pushing.
Exactly.
This girl ran out of there like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Exactly. It's like that scene when they was like, Christina. It's like, Christina gone.
Christina gone.
Britt is gone. It's like
Britt has left the building. Okay?
What is happening?
It's like, I'm with you when you said you didn't know what to feel about this. You had two ways, because on the one you wanted to say, girl, come back. No,
we
you
not
got some
finished
explaining
with you.
to do.
Nah, you gonna sit down and tell about all this.
You gonna learn today.
Okay.
We wanted her to explain herself, but she didn't want to do that for whatever reason. I don't know. Something happened, you all, behind the scenes. Hey, watch something come out.
Exactly. You are so right. It is deeper than they think, because what just happened was Bravo threw Britt under the bus.
Yes, they did.
And that's why she's running off.
That's right.
Because that coming up with this fake story, the picture wasn't her, or, she just saw the picture now, just all these lies. They threw her under the bus, and now they begging Kenya to come back.
Oh, they
because they couldn't get away with what they tried to get away with. The ratings plummeted. They saw that. They needed Kenya on the show. So they're making a way, they have to make a way where they could bring Kenya back and save face at the same time. And that is what Britt's whole message was about, and running from the reunion.
The truth has prevailed. And that's what we are supposed to do. Call forth the mess that was done, the wrong that was done, and the truth prevails.
Exactly.
What does the truth do? The truth runs evil away.
That's right.
Period.
That's
That's
right.
what truth does. Nothing else can stand up against truth. Truth is it, and now you're absolutely right. They are begging her. Okay?
That's right.
Beg all you want, pay her.
That's right. Kenya, she put out at the end of her apology, she said, looking forward to seeing you all at Bravo. So that's letting us know she's coming back.
Amen.
So that's good. I'm glad for her. But here's what I would really want her to think about. Do you really want to be in bed with something that does this type of behavior?
She knows what she's doing. At this point, she knows what she is doing. And yes, we would ask that because we didn't like to see the way they treated her.
Mm-hmm.
However, she knows what she's doing. She knows the timing in which she wants to do it. And she's got a plan for her and her beautiful daughter.
Okay.
She has a plan. She knows what she's doing. Let her do what she feels is right at this time. But of course, that's what we ask. But that's all right because you know what? They're going to treat her better.
Exactly.
They're going to treat her better
That's
because
right.
they owe her.
Yep. And their little plan didn't work.
Their plan, whatever it was, is okay because you know what? Who's got the last say? He's got the last say.
That's right.
He's got the last say.
Right.
And this girl, with her running out of here, tells us a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
This girl running out here, hey, it tells us something. It tells us that you are not going to prevail with doing wrong.
That's right.
And with doing wrong to someone who is a beautiful businesswoman, mother,
Yep.
entrepreneur, doing great things. Heck, look at all the great things she did for that show.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted to paint her as a villain earlier on in the years, and she did her job.
Yes, she did.
Oh, she did it so very well. This girl has been there for these people,
Yeah.
and they owe her. So let her come back and let them show how much they appreciate her because she darn well should have been shown some appreciation all these many years,
Yeah.
especially with the way that girl Portia did her.
Oh, yeah.
And this girl has continued to play her excellence before the fans.
Yeah. Well, then, I'm just saying, keep your eyes open, Kenya, because just keep your eyes open with this.
Oh, she will.
And it's really interesting, too. So we got Kenya coming back. It seems like Portia is definitely out of there because we talked about that in the other videos. She's like, she didn't bring what she was supposed to bring. So this season was a complete flop after what they did to Kenya.
It certainly was. After they did that.
That's why they got to bring her back.
And that's why the ratings kept dropping.
Exactly.
Each time. When Kenya came in, as I stated before,
Yeah.
2.6. Over 2.6 million.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So we know the numbers that Kenya brought to that show.
Exactly.
And they know the numbers too. So whatever fiasco they were up to, it failed miserably.
It did.
And the truth came to light as it always will.
Exactly. And you are so right about that because breaking news, TMZ just reported that Britt Edy has filed a lawsuit, a $20 million lawsuit against Bravo for that whole picture thing. Like you just said, it was deeper than that. That's what sent her running off. She knew what she was doing. And like you said earlier too, Kenya didn't even do this when she got messed with.
That's right. That's why I want them to pay her and not worry about paying something to this girl who just came in with all these lies and all this mess, and now she's up to some more stuff.
Yeah.
So that's just what we said. There was something more to it than this, and there is even more to it than this. That's it. That's all.
All right, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.